I knew it was going to be upside down, but I didn't think it was going to be that upside down. 12,000 is a big nut to throw into a 36-month finance.
Listen, it's definitely not something I'd recommend in the future, trying to get the right terms that you do need mileage-wise. I do understand people's lives change. People get a new job. You've had this car, and you got 39. What'd you get, 10K?
I mean, like I said, I actually didn't do that on purpose. I did a lot more driving than I expected. When I bought this car, now I'm scrambling, trying to keep the payment lower by getting a lower miles on the lease.
Let me just break this down. You're allowed 32,500 miles. Your current payments are what?
680, 679.
Based on your current driving right now, you got 11 more months, which would put another 15K on. You're already at 40,000. So you would be 23,000 miles over. Do you know what your contract is per mile?
25 cents. But at that point, I wouldn't trade the lease in. I would have somebody buy it out, and the buyout negative equity would be better than trading it in at that point.
I'd assume so. Based on mileage, if you just finished your lease and you returned it back, you'd probably spend about $8,000, especially with these Grand Cherokees. I've been watching the market on them for a long time. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. You supplied your payoff at 39, so I'd love to see it in writing.
Yeah, I mean, I called and they said they were going to email it. I had it on my agenda to call today.
You know, right there, if we could pick up $3,000, your current vehicle value. It's very simple. Your Carfax is clean. The truck is pretty clean. If I sent the car to auction, it tells me the truck's worth around 29. You're 11 grand flipped on a good day. The problem is there's nowhere to sweep that under except to find a car with huge discounts and big rebates. We're also at the point where inventory with this whole tariff thing going on is now shrinking really fast. Manufacturers haven't been incentivizing cars at all.
What about the 4xE? That's the one that my wife has. My wife's driving around for $625 a month.
Did she roll any negative in?
I had negative in there. You can't go to the dealership and say, this guy wants to trade it in. I want you guys to take it as well.
No, being candid, there's thousands of Grand Cherokee Altitudes coming off lease right now, and nobody buying used cars.
So where are you at with the 4xEs?
So
the one that
here, you just said $67,000 for $627 a month. We were leasing them for $329, $399 a month, and now there's $550 or $6. I get why you would be looking to transition. Maybe just a regular Laredo. Right now, my target is $750, $800 a month, and I'd say probably a base Grand Cherokee. You're like, no, I want what I want, and I won't have it any other way. Then, expect to be near $1,000 a month. I'm not trying to force something into your driveway you're going to be unhappy with, but at the end of the day, we also have to be realistic. You know what I mean?
I'm going to call again and get a breakdown. I'm going to see if they can send it to me on the payoff.
We're over here telling you you're 11 grand negative, but what if it's 5 grand less or 4 grand less? Right there would be a huge win for us.
I'm going to call them now and I'm going to hound them. Let me get it and I'll jingle you back.
Perfect. I'll be here.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right.